Today we're going to be comparing three different VIVOSUN grow lights. Stick around. Oh, hey, welcome home. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let's go, Commanders. Let's get a win in New York today. Like I said, today we're going to be taking a look at three different VIVOSUN grow lights. Previously, I just put up the VS 1000s. Very pleased with that. Wanted to put up another rack over here, saw that the VS 1000s were not available, so I ordered some of the VSL LL100 and some of the VSL LL150. I've already got it set up over here, equal distance in between all three. We've got all three over here on this one rack. We're going to put the par meter under there and see the results and talk about a little bit of installation differences there. All right, just at a glance, the major difference here is the LL150s are bigger, okay? And the way they're positioned, the way they've got these, the knob on the 150 and the knob on the, let me turn this light on here so y'all can see. The knob on the VSL LL100 is positioned differently than the VS 1000s. The dimmers are exactly the same. They give you the same options here as far as you can turn it to 100%, 75, 50, and 25. Same as the VS 1000s. And the 150s are the same as well. The only difference that I had that I really didn't like is here on the VS 1000. I'm sorry, the VS 100. No, I'm sorry. This is the VS 1000. On this one here, the holes right here were big enough to take this right here on and off, and I could just run it over top of that loop. Okay. Now, the LL100, the loop here is so small, I was unable to get that on and off. So what I had to do was take some zip ties and put those up there. Not a major difference there, but it kind of did annoy me a little bit. And one thing to pay attention to too, with these, the way they're positioned with the power cord in the back, I had to zip tie the power cords because they would weight them down and they would lean. So that really was the only difference as far as that goes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fire up our par meter that we've already had a video about. Like I said, I've got everything placed equal distance. We're going to put this under here and see what readings we get. And these are all at 100, okay? So this is the LL100. At 100, we are getting 13, right at 13. If I turn it down to 75, we're getting about 990. If I turn it down to 50, we're getting about 700. And if I go down to 25, we're getting right around 340. So let me crank that back up to 100. Now, let's come down and we're going to check out the VS 1000. At 100, we're getting 1500. 75, we're down to 1185. 50, down to 861. And at 25, we're around 460. So just right off the bat, the VS1000 is more powerful than the LL100. Now, down here with the LL150, at 100, we're getting about 1500, a little bit 1560. Then we're getting 1200 at 75, 846 at 50, and then 450 at 25. Crank that back up. So you've got 1500, 14, well, I'm going to say 1500 on that one as well, and then 1300 on that one. So what's the takeaway here? Well, as you can see, about the same readings for all three. I'm a little disappointed in that. I thought the 150 would be way brighter than that. The only upside there is on the 150, it does cover a bigger space. That is a plus, especially when you've got more distance as far as your shelving setup, which I do on the bottom. Like I said, all these were done equal distance, so that doesn't skew that rating there. But as you can see, for what I thought, the better bang for your buck is definitely the VS1000. It gives you a higher rating at the top. The LL100 gives you a lower rating at the bottom, which could be beneficial on shorter distance. It allows you to lower that intensity level. But like I said, for the better bang, I think the VS1000 is probably the better grow light, but I'm not going to turn down all three. What I'll do is I'll test these out here and see how they go with the plants. We'll do a follow-up. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you hate us, please share us with all your enemies. We want to annoy the snot out of them, and we'll see you next time.